What's going on, Chicago Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central. I'm your host here, Haize, and we got to break down the Chicago Sky's recent loss that just went down today against the Minnesota Lynx. Unfortunately, Sky just could not pull this one out. They head into the All-Star break now, at least down one game with one more game left to go this week. But we're going to break this all down right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
All right, Sky fans. So, Minnesota Lynx against the Chicago Sky. Unfortunately, the Chicago Sky did not come on the right end of this. While it did look like they were maybe mounting a comeback at the end of the game, the Sky went down huge in the first half. They were able to come back and bring it back closer, but ultimately, the biggest thing that hurt the Chicago Sky in this game was the Chicago Sky's inability to convert on their three-point shots or effectively shoot from the field overall. Chicago Sky in this game, 39% overall from the field, 33% from three-point range, being 10 of 33 from three-point range. 14 turnovers in this game, 15 turnovers for the Minnesota Lynx. And this was a game that it just never seemed like the Chicago Sky really got going. And then when it did feel like they were getting it going and could possibly take over the lead, they just weren't able to do enough to solidify that lead. End up losing this game by 3. In this game, Kahleah Copper with this one, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. She played pretty solidly in this game, was really the best player on the court for the Chicago Sky by far, not just because of the scoring number, but with her activity, getting to the line at times. She got to the free throw line 6 times and converted 5 of those in this game. The Chicago Sky as a team only had 7 total free throws in this game, and 6 of those coming from Copper in this game, and the other one coming from Azurá Stevens coming off the bench, who also chipped in 12 points, 5 rebounds, and only 1 turnover in this game. Candace Parker, 5 for 13 in this game, 3 for 8 from 3. Cold night for her, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Pretty solid game as far as filling the stat sheet overall, but just did not have the shooting impact that we're used to from her. Quickly, in this one, 18 points, 7 of 18 for the field, 4 of 11 from three-point range. And really, Stevens, Quigley, Copper, and Parker were the only ones that really got it going. Mieseman in this game, 2 for 5 from this game. Sloot in this game, 1 for 4 in this game. Rebecca Gardner off the bench, 2 for 5, but she did hit a big shot at one point and had some key defensive possessions that we needed. Alaman, 3 points in this one. Dana Evans, 2 points. Now, in a game that I've been, period that I've been talking about the Chicago Sky and how they use their depth greatly and how their depth really helps them overall in these games and stay in these games, and it's hard to compete with. That depth did not come in, and if it wasn't for the depth that they do have, this game would have been a complete blowout. Now, on the other side of the ball, the Minnesota Lynx in this Powers with 22 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Sylvia Fowles with a big game, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, no blocks in this game, 5 turnovers from her, and McBride with 15 points, and also Shepard chipping in another 10 points off the bench, and Ochoa and Bannerman with both 8 points each off the bench as well. And Bannerman had a stretch in which it seemed like she was just going on fire, but she was only 3 for 6 from the field. It just felt like a little bit more than that. Overall, the Lynx in this game shooting 48% from the field, 30 of 62 overall, and only 28% from three-point range. This was a game in which both teams did not shoot the ball very well, and especially from the Chicago Sky. I think they're if they're not leading the league in field goal percentage, they're right up there in the top 2 or 3. This game just did not go this Chicago Sky's way. And you're going to have games like this over the course of the season, right? They now fall to 15-6 overall on the season. Minnesota Lynx only 8-15, but they are now on I believe they've won 7 out of their last 8 or 6 out of their last 7, something like that. So winning a lot of games here recently for the Minnesota Lynx. The Chicago Sky, that depth does not come through for them. They did not play the best game possible, did not shoot the ball well. While they did, have less turnovers than the last game, they had 4 blocks overall in this game, 7 steals overall, rebounded the ball very well, winning the rebounding battle as well. They did a lot of the things that should have and could have led them to winning this game, but not being able to convert on key shots that they needed down the stretch. They did hit some big shots that got the game as close as what it did and even looked like they may be able to take this over, getting the lead down to just as low as 1 with only a minute or so left in the game, but was not able to pull this game out. And overall, the inability to shoot is the thing that I'm going to point to that hurt them the absolute worst in this game. Not converting on three-pointers, not shooting the ball effectively from the field, not having some of the key defensive stops that we're used to seeing the Chicago Sky get when the game was on the line. This was just look, the Minnesota Lynx just played. They were just the better team tonight, right? They were the better team today, and they ended up winning this game, and deservedly so winning this game. But let me know what you guys think down below on this game overall. I'm going to be trying to do more of these on top of my 2 full episodes a week that I'm committing to do for the Chicago Sky. We're going to also try to get shorter reactionary things in after games. We have one more game this week, heading into the All-Star break this weekend. Hopefully you guys, if you guys are in Chicago, hopefully you guys do enjoy it, but you watch and support the W for their All-Star weekend as well. We have the next game up. This game is coming up tomorrow against the Indiana Fever, who are, you know, a budding rivalry for the Chicago Sky. Hopefully the Chicago Sky can pull this game out, play a little bit better. This one's going down at 7 p.m., so a more primetime game. So we'll see what we can do on that one as far as a post-game show, so be on the lookout for that. But all that being said, let me know what you guys think about this game. What do you think hurt the Sky the most in this game, and who do you think should have stepped up? It's easy to point to Sloot, who did not shoot the ball very well in this game, did not give the type of performance that we are typically expect to come from Sloot, being one of the best point guards in the history of the WNBA for my money. But with all that being said, Chicago Sky, you can't win them all. 15-6 on the season. Now we won 5 out of our last 6. We were on a 5-game winning streak before losing this game. Hopefully we can get a win heading into the All-Star break with a win while All-Star weekend is in Chicago for the WNBA this season. Let me know your thoughts on the game and everything down below. If you're on the podcast side, make sure you also leave a review. If you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, now also leaves reviews. And let's continue growing this Chicago Sky platform that we're trying to grow here. But if you want to follow the podcast, you can do so at Chicago Sky Pod on Twitter. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, Chicago Sky Central at gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. Thank you for tuning in to Chicago Sky Central. I'm the host, Haize. I will see you lovely and beautiful people tomorrow for the next game. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.